Hey cuties, what's up? We are back with some more reactions after dark, and we are of course going to be watching A Woman Asked for Help, but it turns out she was trying to kidnap me, obviously by Stephanie Sue. This is possibly the last of the Juicy Confessions videos, question mark. I don't think there's any more after this technically. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, this is like what, episode 16 at least. So this is the final one. I was going to do her newest video, which I don't know if it's a Chinaverse video or not, but turns out that's a part 2 of her previous video, and I was like, I'm not really up for like an hour and a half video, question mark right now. So I was like, okay, I had to stop doing that one. I'm not gonna do the first one. We'll have to do that two-parter another time. So we're just gonna finish off the Juicy Confessions permanently now. We had no hater segment today, except that we do have like a soft hater segment. Like we're not gonna talk about it too much. Someone did get mad at me, I think, in a video, one of these rad videos about. I mean, it's only rad videos that people are gonna get mad at me for, because the other videos don't really warrant that. They just get mad that I was like talking about wanting more information about what happens next, what's going on now. You know, something I typically do with those rad videos, like, oh, I wonder what's happening now. Are they out of jail? What are they doing now? What have you. And I think even in that video, I did my own research. Like I paused the video and found out what they were doing now. Like, because they're out of jail and they're like trying to be an influencer or something like that at this point. I don't know. But yeah, they just got mad at me for asking information or wanting more information when it potentially wasn't available to Stephanie at the time, question mark. I don't know. Again, nothing too bad, so I'm not even going to bother putting it on screen and talking about it for an extended period of time. No radical break, still not up for that. Plus this video isn't that long, it's only 47 minutes, right? Though I am going to talk about everyone needing to, you know, like, subscribe, hype, and comment the video if you want to. I don't typically wait till the end of the video, but you know, I'm selling out like everybody else. I think I've been here for a decade plus, like over a decade, so I think I'm finally allowed to be like, okay, you know, like, subscribe, hype, and comments at the beginning of the video. Question mark. So yeah, don't forget to do that, and all of that. Also, go watch the Daily Node. Like, help me out. Go watch the Daily Node, which is well, stands for New Objects Designed Every Day. That is me in Blender. Blender being a 3D modeling program, just making a random object every day, or going to try to do that daily. And like, go watch yesterday's video, which is Boba Tea. Like, please go watch that one. I love the way that Boba Tea came out. You know, it's me actually doing something, right? Like, these rad videos are just reactions, right? You know, the lowest of the low as far as what do you want to call it, effort goes. Like, the lowest effort content that you can be making is a reaction content, question mark. Which, you know, I'm talking bad about myself there, but yeah, let's just be honest, right? Yeah, like, you know, at least with the node stuff, it's actual work that has to be done. I'm actually making something, question mark. But yeah, just go check out the boba tea. I love the way the boba tea came out. I like the shelf that came out day 3. Was it day 3 or 4? I don't remember when the shelf one, the wooden shelf one. I love that wooden shelf though. It was pretty good. The boba tea again as well. If you have to watch any of the node videos, watch the boba tea one. Today's video was a syringe with some like goop on the inside. That one wasn't too bad. Yeah, go check out that series again. That should be a daily series. So those 3 videos, you know, Duolingo, Ring Fit Adventure, and the Daily Node, are something that will be posted every single day. You know, the rad stuff is every other day. I think I'm also going to enact taking Sundays off from now on. You know, I've been uploading daily for 2-3 years at this point, like, and trying not to miss a day. So I think it's acceptable that I can have like Sunday off of not uploading videos. Like, I would take Saturday and Sunday, but I feel like channel might as well be dead if I take off Sunday and Saturday. So yeah, I probably won't be posting anything on Sunday from now on. So hopefully that's okay. Again, like, subscribe, hype, and comment, and go watch the Daily Note.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and today we are back with another dun mukbang! Woo! Wow!
And as usual, we're just going to skip them eating the food and get straight into the actual juicy conversations. Alright, I think we are about to start. It's like 6 minutes and 40 seconds in, and the thing was, or her ad was, seatgeek.onelink.me/RRNK/BISS. That R and that K are capitalized. And whatever that is, like, way too complicated of a link, I think. They should have made that way easier for that.
Okay, I've got my little iPad here because we're doing confessions today, and I'm really excited. I feel like I haven't done confessions in a minute, and I wish Dan was here. Our schedules have not been adding up, and it's been very frustrating, but that's fine because we're going on a trip later this month, so it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna give this chalupa another bite, another try.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just skip a little bit further until she's done eating this. We're now like, what, 9 minutes and 40 seconds in? They went to like go heat this up and then like started eating like both of these things for a while, so that's why it was like so much longer.
I'm currently 21 years old, working as a choreographer, but I grew up as a competitive dancer, training at a studio every week and competing at tons of competitions up until I graduated high school. I was probably 12 when I started competing at this one specific dance competition that I will not name. My dance studio attended this specific competition every single year until I graduated, and because we attended this competition so much, my fellow teammates and I started to recognize and become friendly with the competition staff, so the people organizing the dance competition. We would greet and talk with the backstage workers each year that we saw them, and when I was around 15 years old, I developed an innocent crush on one of the backstage guys named David.
I mean, you figured that was going to happen since you're talking about getting close to these people. Also, we didn't talk about the thumbnail, or not the thumbnail, the title. A woman asked me, or asked for help, but it turns out she was trying to kidnap me. I don't know what that's going to be. Is the person a girl? Is the person a boy? Like, you automatically assume boy, but like maybe a girl, just because Stephanie's viewers are allegedly mostly women, though. Can you be surprised how many women are actually preying on young boys? Like, actual grown adult women are preying on young boys. This society doesn't really talk about it, but it is something that does happen quite often. Question mark. Like, they usually, maybe they get punished, but it does seem like they do get a lenient sentence if compared to like if it was the other way around. Question mark. But again, you'd be surprised how often it is older women preying on adolescent boys. So I'm assuming this could be that like a woman is trying to kidnap a boy, but maybe she's trying to kidnap a girl. I don't know. I might have mentioned it in passing. Question mark. I don't know, because I don't know how serious people are going to take it, because again, like, this stuff isn't really taken seriously when it has to do with guys. But as a teenager, around 15, because this is over several years, around 15 to 16, potentially 17, I dated someone in like 18, 19, 20, somewhere around there. So when I was like 15 or so, dated someone who was like 18, 19, 20, so an adult essentially. So that's already illegal on their side, but not that bad. Question mark. But even before that, when I was like 15, a friend's sister who was like in her mid 20s, if not like later 20s, was like, we were flirting and talking and doing stuff as well. But again, she's like, what, a decade older than me and an adult. I was a minor. Question mark. Again, like, we kissed at like several times before, sent pictures, etc., etc. It never went, all the way, but there still was stuff I would consider, is not okay. And then even further than that is one she probably shouldn't talk about, but even further, when I was, again, like 16 or 17, someone in their mid 30s, I think. I was getting like close to someone in their mid 30s, and it did go past a certain point, question mark, that involves extracurricular activities, not like all the way, but just it was an act nonetheless, question mark. So again, illegal. So you can argue that I can talk about this kind of stuff because, my adolescence was involved with adult women a lot of the times, more than you'd think. Again, I just technically like 3 people there that were adults, and it just like the number just keeps increasing of their age. So you could argue, or not argue. I don't know if there's anyone else. There probably was other people, and I'm just forgetting. But yeah, so I don't hold any of that to any like trauma extent. Like typically, this would be like traumatic for other people, but like I don't really see it like that. Just because it's never, I never thought about it. But there could be some subconscious issues there that I don't know about. But again, I am someone who is like in that kind of scenario, I guess. Not too bad, but I'm just saying, again, you'd be surprised how the other way turns out. Again, older woman preying on adolescents, question mark. And anything else would have been like way worse. I'm saying none of that was like that bad, right? Because it's like fake consent, because again, you say minors can't consent, but I wasn't non-consenting. This is what I'll say.
He was in his early 30s at this time, so I clearly knew that I didn't have a chance with him. But all of my teammates knew about...
Okay, are they teenagers at this point? Like what she's talking about? I don't know, 'cause she's in her 20s now, but how old was she there? She must have been a teenager, right?
Years old. I developed an innocent crush on one of the backstage guys named David. He was in his early 30s at his...
And like just talking about that, this is the opposite of that. Like teenage girl getting involved with a early 30s man.
At this time, so I clearly knew that I didn't have a chance with him. But all of my teammates knew about this little crush that I had, so we would all giggle every time we saw him backstage at competition, and I couldn't help but get the butterflies every single time that I saw him. Once I graduated and could no longer compete as a dancer, I got really passionate about choreography and became a full-time teacher at my childhood dance studio. This meant that I would continue to attend the competitions every year to support my dancers now. So because of this, I continued to see David every time I checked my dancers in backstage. Yeah. He was always very friendly, and our interactions were always pretty quick and simple. But since I was no longer a minor, my crush for David only grew, and I felt...
Yeah, I mean, they're in their 20s now, right? So they can do whatever they want.
Like something could actually happen between us. Every time we spoke... Where do you think this is leading? I always like to guess in my head.
Come on, they're married.
That's what you think.
No, like it's gonna go south and something's gonna blow up. Like they're gonna blow up a bank or something. Who knows?
But I feel like you guys always have the most what the fork life happenings.
Really? They always end up and...
They're gonna end up and then something weird is gonna happen and then she's gonna be like, yeah, I think he was a serial killer. Anyway, love you, bye.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We actually don't get that many happy endings. What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Happy ending is overrated.
Yeah.
It's a lie.
It's a lie. That's why we're getting married.
Do you know anybody with happy endings?
No.
Still not married yet at this point. I mean, this is only 2 years ago.
No.
Not a single person.
Not me.
Yeah, I'm not happy. Are you? Anyway, my crush for David only grew, and I felt like something could actually happen between us. Every time we spoke, I felt a little spark between us. Eventually, I became really close with a girl named Chrissy, who often judges this dance competition. We practically became best friends. He's gonna Chrissy. I don't know. One weekend, Chrissy was judging in a city a few hours from where I live. So she texted me and asked if I wanted to come into town that night to hang out with her and the other competition judges and staff, since I already knew most of that. I wasn't doing anything that night anyway, so I agreed and decided to drive a few hours to go hang out. Plus, I knew that David was gonna be there. I drove into town. I met with the group at a bar in the city.
How old is she now?
She's 18, I believe. She's not a minor.
18, but isn't she supposed to be 20s at this point? Maybe she's in her 20s now, but what she's talking about now is 18.
He graduated and started teaching.
And he's still 30-something.
Yeah, he hasn't aged at all. He's still 30, you're right. Oh, he's inching close to like 35 or even 40s. Yeah. Okay, I greeted everyone and took a seat next to David at the bar. He looked so good despite him being 16 years older than me.
16, so he is pretty old. Like, Jesus. Well, not that bad, because if she's 18, cut 2 off of that, that's 34, right? Around 34, right? By cut 2 off, I mean, you plus 2 to her age, that gets you to 20, minus 2 from his age, that's 14. Right, she said 16, right? So add a decade on top of it, and then another 4, and you got 34, so I'm guessing 34, unless she's older than
that. She's 18.
Okay.
Again, people say you shouldn't really be even if they are 18, you shouldn't, like, if you're that old, you shouldn't be going after someone who's just stopped being a minor, question mark. You at least wait a few years. But, you know, she's the one who's preying on him. Like, he potentially doesn't even, like, know that she exists, question mark.
Yes, 18 plus 16.
34.
Okay.
Okay. About an hour in, the night was going well. We were drinking, dancing, having a lot of fun. I was becoming a little tipsy, so I was pretty flirty with David, and he flirted right back. And as the night progressed, he starts buying me drink after drink after drink. And that was when we started to get touchy and exchanged a few
Kisses.
kisses. My 15-year-old self was freaking out, but that was where things started to get a little blurry. My vision was going in and out because of how drunk I was. I blacked out for a minute to wake up still at the bar to Chrissy screaming in my face saying, "You're going to be the reason that I lose my job."
What? How was she like blacking in and out at the bar? So she didn't get kidnapped out of the bar. So what the heck did she do while she was blacked out?
What the hell?
I blacked out.
Also, you're at a bar. Like, well, how are you gonna lose your job?
Yeah. Eventually, I woke up to Chrissy and my other friends helping me walk out of the bar, and I was sobbing because I have no idea what I did wrong to have Chrissy scream at me like that. I was also
Like that are we trying to imply that she got drugged? Question mark. 'Cause she keeps blacking in and out.
so shaken up because the night was so blurry. Chrissy explained to me that David and I were all over each other at the bar, which set off some of the other competition staff members. I guess
Okay.
David and I were creating a spectacle that made the competition staff look really unprofessional. Although I should be able to do whatever I want.
Yeah. What do you mean that look unprofessional? You are at a bar. Question mark. You are out in public trying to have a good time at the bar. Who cares? Question mark. I mean, you're just at the bar. You're not at work. You're allowed to do whatever you want on your free time. Question mark. Though, what is it called? I just learned what bar meant. I didn't. Well, assuming it does mean this, but I saw someone on Twitter say they're now years old when they found out bar stands for such and such. I forgot what it's called though. Like bar is actually an acronym for like beer and something. Like I'll have to look it up to see if it actually is real. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so Google says that's not true. Question mark. What I was saying, which this phrase was like beer and alcohol room. So, bar. Though apparently that's not true. So you can take that with a grain of salt. Some people think it means beer and alcohol room. I mean, there's no reason not to think that, but it's just for like literally what a bar is, like the bar that divides or whatever.
Considering I wasn't working for the competition. And it's not like there were any dancers attending the competition who were also at the bar. So it made absolutely no sense for Chrissy to be that upset with me. Everyone was tired and sort of fed up, so we headed back to the hotel. And despite being upset with me, Chrissy was letting me stay in her hotel room. So her and David helped walk me to her room. And once we get to the room, David begins comforting me because I'm still shaken up about what just happened. Chrissy's still upset with me, so she ends up leaving the room and driving all the way home that night. That was when David helped me.
Well, I'm assuming now that she's gone, they're gonna do it, but like it's so weird. It's like, oh hey, I have this hotel room, but I'm so mad at you that I'm just gonna leave you here and drive home. Goodbye.
Get into bed.
And
And then started kissing me. And well, you can predict what happened next, okay? I, a 20-year-old girl, so we were completely wrong. I did all that.
Okay, so he's 36 then.
Not for no reason.
Oh, she's 20?
I, a 20-year-old girl, slept with a 36-year-old backstage guy that I had a crush on for the past 5 years. I still can't even believe that it happened. Afterwards, he kept saying things like, "I think we all saw this one coming."
What? That's weird. Question mark. And awkward. And okay, we're ruining the vibes. Question mark. The vibes are getting ruined.
That's a little call the cops. Part of me was like, my younger self would be flipping out right now. While another part of me was like, yeah, okay, good. This man literally watched me grow up. The f-? And honestly,
So she's getting red flags? Getting the ick or no?
well, I had a little bit of hope, but you know how they be. She said, "Guys, come on. I'm like your mother now, okay? Come on." It honestly felt so wrong, but so right.
I feel like there's no way she says that.
Right now. I'm supposed to be a good
Hey,
influence.
what happened? This is like our daughter's like journal.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
Well, I'm not telling her that I saw it, because then she would stop writing in her journal, and I gotta find
Right.
out her secret somehow. I'm just kidding. Technically, it's not illegal.
Yeah, it's not.
They're both adults, so.
So what do you think? Like, you'd be like, you go, girl.
No, I don't think I'd be like that cool. I'd just be like,
You're not gonna be that cool?
maybe I'd tell her a little story about the guys that groomed me when I was 15. Albeit they never waited
And then
until
she's
I
gonna
was
be
20.
like, shut up, mom. I gotta go to a party.
Okay, sorry. Oh, shut up.
You're wasting my time.
Okay, sorry.
You're so lame.
Okay, sorry.
It's weird that we're like immediately going into this. Well, I guess we never mind. I started talking about the whole older. Well, actually, I don't know. the whole older person preying on someone younger because of the title, but like this is also just that, right? At least they didn't really do anything beforehand. It just seems like they talked here and there, but didn't. There was no quote unquote grooming question mark, and it's just something that ended up happening once she was already 20.
Your story's boring.
Okay, sorry. You know,
Are you done?
You know, back in my day, some people actually called me a really good storyteller.
Yeah, that was your day, Mom.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Are you just gonna be a pushover?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I'm gonna be like,
I'm pretty sure Stephanie talks about her being a pushover all the time, so that's just
Yeah,
her
that's right.
wheelhouse.
oh, okay, sorry.
Are you just gonna be a pushover?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I'm gonna be like, okay, you know what? You can go to the party. I'm gonna turn around and be like, babe, you better not let her go to that party, okay? There's gonna be drugs there. Drugs! And then you're gonna be like, just tell her no then. No, I cannot tell her no. I'm the cool mom. Yeah. You're gonna be the uncool dad. Are you ready to be the villain of the family?
I don't think I'm the villain.
You can be the villain. You're gonna be the one that puts his foot down. Like, did you have a parent where you ask them something and they say, ask mom or ask dad? Which one was yours? Like, if you
I don't actually know. Like, my mom was like the disciplinary, so I could say that, but I don't know if there's any like ask so and so. I can't remember. Like, that's not something I could remember ever. Though from his perspective from the future, apparently, allegedly, he could just be like, "Hey, you're not allowed to do this thing," and then just whisper to her, "Your mom is making me tell you no." So just remember that I'm telling you no, but it's really your mom telling you no.
you ask the mom, either she said yes or no, or does she say ask dad?
Yeah, ask that. Yeah.
What does dad say? Does he say yes or no, or does he also say ask mom?
No, he's just.
He went to go get milk.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna be the ask dad mom, for sure. I'm gonna be like, I don't know, honey, ask dad. Meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, don't f***ing go to the party. Are you crazy? Absolutely not. That was about 6 months ago. He now continues to snap me every single day. Snap at 36 years old Snapchat. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this one.
But you know, 36 is not that old, right? Like Andrew is what?
35.
Yeah. He can
36 is not that old,
you
but
get-
to snap your love interest.
Yeah. We know some even
Snap-
older.
Okay,
guys.
Snapchat is fine, but to Snapchat your love interest,
Yes. Is that weird?
little boy.
I don't know. I can't comment on this. I'm just like, okay, so what? But that's coming from someone who has never, ever used Snapchat. I don't have a Snapchat. I've never made a login to Snapchat. I don't think. I never use it. I never seen it. I don't even know what it looks like. Question mark. So, I'm barely younger than the person that they're talking about. Question mark. But again, have never used Snapchat.
A little bit boy. Like, you can use Snapchat, but why don't you text? I can't help but be sort of disgusted with him. Okay, so I'm right. He seems to only see me in a sexual way, and it grosses me out to think that he saw our hookup coming. I was literally underage for most of the time that I knew him, and he knows that.
Yeah, no,
Man
that's messed
watched
up.
me grow up, and now
That is the messed up part that he said that everyone saw this coming. Like, you shouldn't have said that.
me to think that he watches underage girls dance for a living. Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
But I can't say that I regret what we did, so. What's going on here? What's going on? Right.
You gotta like think about that even further. It's like, oh, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, that his job is to oversee minors, so maybe actually he is a bad person and a predator, and we need to keep some eyes on this guy. Question mark. Search his hard drive. Confiscate this man's hard drive right now. Question mark.
It's like anytime I'm like, yes! You're like, anyway, back to the dark side. What's going on?
Though I said, what did I say this earlier? I said this in another R.A.D video that he's 36 and like people are desperately trying to be like, hey, 30, being in your 30s isn't old, even though it's now being, even though if you're a woman in your 30s, you're canonically like a hag now, or even like your late 20s, you're a hag, just for social jokes, question mark. But I had said the other day at some point in one of these videos that being 30 actually is old because it's actually you're middle-aged being in your 30s, question mark. Because we base middle age being off of like, oh, you're gonna live to 100, which who is out here living to 100, especially with all the poison that we're eating and drinking, question mark. You're gonna be lucky to make it to 60 something, which if that's the case, your middle age would literally be your 30s, in your 30s, if not 30 on the dot. So again, I hate to break it to you, but you're already middle-aged by the time you're 30, in my opinion, question mark. So like, oof, you actually are a hag or unk, I guess, if the kids are using the word uncle, Question mark. I feel like that still doesn't. That's not the same as hag. Like hag is such a sharp, ancient, like old insult, but it doesn't. It's being used in a way that lessens its sharpness. But calling someone uncle, okay, whatever. The Asian societies do that already. No, like calling their older people like Oji-san or whatever, right? If you're Japanese, just calling uncles, aunts, big bro, big sis. They just use those words to talk to strangers already, right? So that's nothing new. Like geezer, you'd say for like a guy, but I would argue that geezer is maybe even sharper than hag. I don't know. That's just because I'm a guy, I guess. Because like hag, I like the word hag and I like the way it's being used, but like with geezer, it's like ew. I don't know about that one. I don't know.
Yeah, that one's a little weird. That one's a little bit weird. And then, you know, I think there's gonna be another realization. You're gonna get massive icks when you turn 36. Because that's what happened to me. I turned the age of the people that groomed me. And I went, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, don't you think so? Why are you laughing like that?
I know.
Why are you laughing like that, huh?
Nothing.
Why?
Nothing. We're just talking about this last night, so.
Oh, yeah. Wait, why were we oh, yeah, I know why we were talking about it. So bad. They're getting married now. You don't even want to know who they're getting married to.
What the heck?
Oh, I'm so annoyed.
No clue.
I also drank my own pee.
Who? Wait, huh? What? Is this the same story or a new story? Hello? You can't... Huh? You can't just out of nowhere be like, hey, here's a story about this guy who not quite groomed me, but groomed me, and then be like, oh yeah, also pee. Like, what? We're gonna have to roll that back. Like, what? I'm guessing we're never gonna figure out who the heck they're talking about right now.
You don't even want to know who they're getting married to. Oh, I'm so annoyed right now. I also drank my own pee. That's a confession, not from me.
I also drink my own pee.
Yeah, I'm like, what else are you drinking? Hi, Steph. Before I start, I just want to say I love you and your family so much. Your videos got me through one of the toughest times in my life, and they still continue to help me heal. Me and my
Okay, so this is a new story, but why are you opening with that? Because that's the entire confession.
dad were super close, and unfortunately, he passed away in November of 2021. As a 15-year-old girl, my life fell apart within one sentence, and I didn't do anything that brought me joy because I felt selfish doing it without him in the world. To ground myself, I decided to watch your videos, and it made me feel like I can feel joy again. Thank you so much. I know I'm one of the thousands of people that you help, but I just want to say thank you. Plus, I obviously can't abandon watching your videos. That's what brings me to my story. I was watching your last confession video, and someone mentioned drinking their own pee without context or detail. Yeah, I remember that one. When I heard that, I had a flashback, so I'm here to bring the context and the detail. This happened in elementary school, and although I was young, I was old enough to not drink my own pee. Now, I do want to mention there are some influences at play here. My stepmom at the time was watching a movie, and I saw a part at, what the fuck is going on? My stepmom at the time was watching a movie, and I saw a part where a guy was giving a girl a golden shower. What kind of movie is she watching? Because that's not what movie. I didn't see that in the event.
Yeah, like what? I don't know if I know of any movie that would allow that to happen, unless it's some sort of like comedy movie.
I didn't see that in the
Like a raunchy 2000s comedy movie.
Avengers. Did you?
What is that?
Obviously, back then, I didn't know what that was, but I found it interesting. I don't know why I was allowed to see the movie, but I do know it left me a bit curious. So I went to the bathroom, and I started to think about
Impressionable child sees something, and now they're imprinted with that for the rest of their lives.
how my pee smelled and how I liked the smell. To me, it smelled like popcorn at the time. You know what? Just take one minuscule bite of asparagus. Game over. You will never like that smell ever again. I love asparagus, so I know, okay? Which, I don't know if that's even healthy, but it smelled like popcorn. But I took it a step further, and I was like, well, if it smells like popcorn, it must taste like popcorn.
Also, why I say it every time, why are these videos going to be gross, right? They're always gross. We can't escape them from being gross at least a little bit every time. I mean, this is the last one, potentially forever, but still.
So,
What are something that smell and taste doesn't match? It smells like something but tastes like something else.
candles?
Huh? You've eaten a candle, Stephanie? Question mark? I mean, I guess that probably makes sense, right? Because it smells nice, but it just tastes like wax, I would assume. Whatever that tastes like. I was going to say, like, papaya or a durian, because, I mean, I haven't necessarily eaten a papaya, but I've mentioned before I've cut one open and took the seeds out. To eat the seeds for reasons. And again, the papaya is a godforsaken smell, question mark. Literally godforsaken. So I would assume the papaya itself probably tastes good though, right? Because why else would you eat it? Same thing with the durian. Like people praise durian for being so good, but it allegedly is, again, horrendous. I'm assuming it's even worse than papaya, and I've never smelt one. I don't want to smell one. But, again, why eat durian if it is the most disgusting smelling thing ever? Unless it actually tastes good.
Oh my god, like durian.
Durian.
Yeah, see, me and him are on the same page.
But what smells good but doesn't taste good? That's a more deadly combo.
Like
what?
there's a lot of things.
Like you. Just kidding. I let my intrusive thoughts get to me and I made a plan. So yes, I had a plan to do this and I thought, well, the girl in the movie seemed to like it. What movie? The next time I went to the bathroom, I decided to taste my pee. I scooped my hand under myself and my hand.
You couldn't have gotten a cup or something?
A little sick, like a little
solo cup?
sip of pee and licked it off my hand, and I'm literally cringing as I'm writing this. Literally so embarrassing. Anywho, the show must go on. So I lap up my pee like a freaking dog, and I immediately rethought my whole existence. Which, like, when people talk in great detail about stuff like this, the thing is, I know it's not good, but because you're making me so curious, I'm like,
what does it taste like?
What does pee taste like?
What percentage of people you think have drink their own pee? Is this
I don't know, a larger portion than you would think because of Bear Grylls, like unintentionally. I mean, not unintentionally, but like unironically is the word I wanted to use there. Unironically, Bear Grylls probably got a huge percentage of humanity to just drink their own pee because he keeps doing it in all his stupid little videos, right? His survival shows. So I'd argue that more than you would think, and a lot of that is because of Bear Grylls.
this number greater than the statistic?
For sure. Because you better...
Well, what the statistics is let me Google this.
Because you better believe, if I'm walking into a local Kroger or a Ralph's and some dude with a clipboard comes up to me and says, ma'am, have you ever had your own pee? If I had my own pee, I'm gonna be lying. What?
Yeah.
Wait, let me guess. Wait, you guess.
Wait, I'm looking at it.
Okay, let me guess. 20% have drinking their own pee.
More.
Because before I saw your face, I was thinking single digits. More?
I was thinking like 1%.
Me too, I was thinking like 3. Yeah. More than 20? 30?
1 in 4 people.
25% of people? Wait a minute. Right now in this house.
Again, Bear Grylls. It's because of him. It's all his fault.
There are 4 people. You, me, Tiffany, and my mom.
Oh yeah, it's for sure Tiffany.
She's the last one to drink her own pee. It's for sure one of us. It's gotta be. I know it is.
Oh my god, dude. This is not shocking information. That means, like, let's say 100,000 people watches this video. That means 25,000 of you guys are drinking your own pee.
You nasty little motherfuckers. You better let me know in the comments right now.
Love apple juice? Leave a comment. I'm guessing apple juice is supposed to be the pee. Have not done this, even though I'm making the joke about Bear Grylls being the influence of how so many people probably did it. I have not done that. And that's not a lie either. I would just be straight up, right? I just told you that I was... I don't want to use the word groomed because, like, again, it's just the psychological thing. If I don't feel like it, I just told you I was groomed by 3 different older women as a minor. You think I'm not going to say I drank my own pee? Or not admit to something like that? So, no. Like, I have not done that before. Question mark. But again, I'm not surprised because, again, assuming it wasn't 25 before Bear Grylls, I would expect it to be 25 because of Bear Grylls. I'm not going to let that die. It's his fault. He's done this to humanity. It's his fault. He must be punished.
Which one of you? Okay.
Oh my god, is this real?
Wow.
Holy cow. Oh my god.
4. So the next time you kiss 4 people, just know one of them has pee-pee tongue. I expected it to taste like the butter you put on popcorn in the movie theater. In my mind, it smelled like it, and it was yellow, so it must taste good because the girl in the movie liked it. I don't know what kind of math I was doing, but it was not butter popcorn at all. I can still think of the taste today. The best way that I could describe it is toxic waste. Which makes sense because pee is literally flushing out bad stuff in your body. Plus, I was a little kid that drank juice a lot, but elementary school me didn't know that. Now, what you're about to read is disappointing. Apparently, I didn't learn my lesson because I went for another lick this time.
Wait, another
Same moment or a different moment?
time?
Like the same time, just another
Oh my
lick.
God.
I realized after that taste, it wasn't gonna change. So I exited the stall and washed my hands and rinsed my mouth, and then I proceeded with my day like I just didn't gulp down some of my own pee.
Well, she said the word stall, which implies she did this in public. Where did you do this? What do you mean stall? It's not at your house? Question mark? You did this in public?
I'm 16 now, and to this day it haunts me in the back of my mind.
Wait, she's
My
16?
day, like I just didn't gulp down some of my own
Now?
pee. I'm 16 now, and to
Still a minor as she's telling this story.
this day it haunts me in the back of my mind. I've never told anyone this story until now, so I hope you enjoy.
Well, I mean, you haven't been alive very long, so it's saying you never told anyone is not really that big of a deal because you literally haven't been that long to be holding onto a secret for that long.
Hey, yeah. Apparently you're not that special.
You're special to me, but your pee drinking habits are not that special for some reason.
Oh, wow.
How many of these golden shower videos do you think influence people to drink pee?
I haven't seen one yet.
0, I would assume. Well, I don't know about that. Again, I think it's Bear Grylls' fault. It's his fault. It's not that, but I do agree that the cornography could have influenced people to do it, and the cornography as well is probably adds to that number being 25%. Like probably a lot of that number is cornography, ? And then the Bear Grylls influence for the rest of the 25%.
So,
You haven't seen a single golden shower video?
Nope. What, you see those?
The way he's talking doesn't sound like he's telling the truth.
You watch those?
I am not the very best at storytelling, so please bear with me. To preface this, I want to say that all of my siblings are 30 years old and up, and I just turned 20. Okay, my 30-year-old brother has been living with my sister for a pretty long time now because he's been going through it, and he makes very, very questionable decisions.
Why do I think this is going to become incestuous?
That being said, he does not know how to choose friends whatsoever. This man, my brother, does not respect boundaries, so he had one of his friends living at my sister's house with him, just casually. I know, like this was last October, by the way, so I was freshly 19, and these dudes were at my sister's house rent-free, lazy as and being so disrespectful. How did she let that slide? I don't know, could never be me. So on this October, because my niece's
He's saying he has no boundaries. Is he autistic? ? He doesn't understand the boundaries, or is he just like a bad
we were all
person?
at my sister's just eating and whatnot. Then there's my brother's friends at the house too, who is damn near 40 by the way, and had always made me pretty uncomfortable. He would always stare at me, but I would try to brush it off because my brothers and sisters would always joke that he was quote gay. I don't know, I guess I always knew that they were wrong, but I tried to brush it off. Anyway, at the little get together for my niece, I was looking good, as I should. But I also have a 14-year-old niece, so she was 13 at the time. And she's a pretty developed teen, and this dude was staring at both of us so intensely and disturbingly. So we were just there super uncomfortable. Before the cutting of the cake, this dude was having trouble with the TV. So he asked me back into the house and called me to help. He wanted me to put something on the TV for the kids, so I did. And when he took the remote back, he grazed my hand. And it was the most disgusting feeling I've ever felt in my life. I then ate my cake and told my nieces to come with me to one of the rooms because this man was creeping me out. I only talked to my niece, her mom, and my mom about how uncomfy that dude made me. My niece agreed and told my other sister that he was kind of sus and he had no business being at her house. She ignored us, as she always does. But those are stories for another time. Okay, so a few days go by and I get a very weird text at 1:36 a.m. and it says, "Hey there," winky face. Obviously, it's 1 a.m., so I don't reply, but I get another one at 2:18 a.m. that says, "Hi." Okay, still not awake, but at 8 a.m., I wake up and reply with, "Who's this?" You guessed it, it's my brother's friend, and he responds with his name. I pretend like I didn't know who it was, and I asked him how he got my number. He said, "I think your brother used my phone, so I was wondering who this is, to be honest." You're sending a winky emoji to an unknown number. Plus, he said, "Your brother," before I even said who I was. Yeah.
Oh my god, what a...
What up?
Bro. I don't know who you are, but your brother, you...
Yeah, I'm like, okay, dude.
Dude, he is so dumb. Dude, that was so good.
It's actually
That was like 2 brain cells.
just one.
Like that's like a stupid like M. Night Shyamalan. Well, I respect M. Night Shyamalan, by the way. I use his name to talk about twists and goofiness in these videos. I am not an M. Night Shyamalan hater. I liked his movies, but that's just like some sort of M. Night Shyamalan twists in some sort of like movie or whatever. Like, oh my god, like what do you mean? What would normally be like in a movie where someone says something and it's like, what do you mean? I never told you. Yada yada yada. It happens in like shows and whatnot. It's just a common tactic to use for like thriller situations of, oh hey, it was nice meeting you, Stephanie, and then the person like, oh yeah, nice meeting you too, goodbye, and then they turn around and like, wait a minute, I never told you my name, and then like all heck breaks loose, right? Something like that.
Working overtime. Then he sent me a picture of his ugly face saying,
Oof.
saying, "This me."
This me? This me?
I just said, "Okay."
Okay, that's you?
Because what the he then asked if I remembered him, and I said, "Yeah." And I know, I should have stopped replying and blocked him or whatever, but I really wanted him to show his true colors so I could get him the hell out of my sister's house. I needed the evidence because my siblings can be dumb as hell. So when I told him I remembered him, he said he had been trying to get a hold of me since the day at my sister's house, and he sent multiple winking emojis. I was so scared and didn't respond, but he kept texting, so I responded with, "What do you need?" And this dude really said, "You hella grew up."
Oh my god, what a creep.
What? Isn't she 14 right now? What do you mean grew up? She's 14. And this guy's like older than me, I think.
You hella grew up. You look different and grown up, winky face. Between you and me, you mind if I text you? The truth is, I think you're so pretty. Between you and me, LOL. This dude has been friends with my brother for years, and I guess that's why they make these gay jokes. Yeah, don't get me started on the homophobia from my family members. Anyway, this dude has seen me as a little girl and will now as an adult too. So at this point, I'm so disgusted because he is staying at my sister's house with her kids, and he claims to be my brother's friend, but he's acting so disrespectfully to say the least. The funny thing is he kept saying between you and me, and he really thought that I was gonna keep my mouth shut or something. I immediately responded with, I do mind actually, this is very inappropriate. You are my brother's, quote, friend. You should know better. I am 19 and what you're doing is really gross. You say—
Okay, so no, she's not a minor. I'm so confused. I thought she was like 14. I was like, oh no, like he's trying to do something with a kid, but like no, she's already an adult. It's just that his comment is gross though, because he say, oh, you grew up nice or whatever, right? Implying that he's been looking at her before she was an adult.
Stay at my sister's house with children there. I hope you're smart enough to leave me alone. I was honestly so scared because he knows where I live, and I don't know, he could have done something really bad. My mom was asleep, so I didn't bother her with it at the moment, and he quickly responded and apologized saying how it'll never happen again. He said, this will never happen, okay? I just wanted to know whose number this is. Sorry, take care, bye.
Except you literally said the brother thing, so oof, dummy.
What is this behavior?
Does he do this with like the spam calls? He just texts them back like, this me. Like, what the f are you doing, sir? That's not even a good... Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that.
Oh my god, dude.
Hey, but
is that it?
No, there's more. Now, one thing, obviously, the age thing, disgusting, vile. We need to go punch him. We need to go find him and punch him, jump him. Ooh, that escalated. We probably shouldn't say that online. But second thing, is it breaking bro code? Like, how would you feel if your sister dated one of your friends, if you had friends?
I don't care.
Right?
Yeah.
But is it weird? But I know some people care a lot.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
Yeah, if my sister dated one of my friends, I think I'd be weirded out.
Really?
I'd be like, wow, that's weird.
Yeah, but then you'll get over it.
I'll get over it very quick, but I'd be like,
All my sisters are like way older than me though, so.
oh, that's weird. But let me just tell you guys, we got some weird relations going on in these families right now. Oh, that makes it sound weird. That makes it sound weird. Never mind. Another day. This all ended by 10 a.m. and at 11 my mom woke up and I told her everything. She was furious and called the number from my phone immediately to cuss him out. He obviously didn't answer, so my mom got up with super speed, still in her PJs, drove straight to my sister's house. He wasn't there, but my brother was, and she told him everything. I showed him the messages and immediately started sobbing because for some reason I felt so bad that my brother had to lose a friend. He was angry, but thankfully they were supportive, and I have not seen this dude since. Sorry there was no crazy fight, haha. Thank you so much if you're reading this. These have been the hardest 2 years of my life, to be honest, not just because of that dumb man, LOL, but you and your family kept me laughing and feeling like there's more to look forward to. So I want to thank you guys for that. I wish you all the abundant happiness and health. But I love you, and you set him up. That's some FBI and I'm proud of you, okay? You didn't just say, don't text me. You said, oh yeah? Oh yeah? Okay, don't go to sleep after eating a heavy meal. I was gonna go to sleep after this. Because it gives you nightmares, but of course me being a fat fool and wanting to take the fattest nap after devouring a large fry and Big Mac and an Oreo McFlurry, I didn't listen. I laid.
I don't know about that. Does the thing like you have a big meal make you have nightmares? Question mark. That's weird. But it depends on the person, right? Like my dad, like he used to get nightmares from drinking grape. Anything. If he drinks grape, he's gonna have nightmares? Question mark. So I think it's just dependent on the person. Possibly also past experiences that could lead to fake positives where like I don't know, something happened with grape, you could argue, and then now because you drunk grape, your brain is thinking about grape, and then grape then turns into past events in your life that had to do with that, which could cause nightmares. I don't know. I'm just making that assumption. I don't actually know. So I could assume here is like, oh, you stuffed yourself, so maybe you have some sort of trauma about stuffing yourself. Who knows?
Down, try to go to sleep, but
Also, where is the title for this video going to come into play? The video's almost over.
it just wasn't coming to me. That's when I had the brightest idea to scarf down 6 melatonin gummies.
Oof. I mean, that's your fault. The food was nothing. It's the melatonin.
Oh, bro, let me tell you something, okay? We have melatonin gummies. We don't take them on the regular, okay? Regular. We take them maybe like once every 2 months.
I've never had them.
3 months?
Yeah, rarely.
Very rarely. And we take one gummy, split it into a third. We and bite it into a third, and it knocks us out. Well, it knocks me out. He takes like a little bit more, but 6 melatonin gummies. I can't even. I would be knocked out for a week straight, 7 days.
But also, like recently,
So you have to be like worried about going into a coma or something.
we learned that melatonin gummies are so
Unregulated.
Yeah, like you never truly know how much milligram you're taking. Like it could literally be 10 times of what's labeled on the
Yeah.
container.
So I'm just gonna tell you guys right now.
According to Andrew Huberman, don't quote me. That's what he said.
So I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, okay? The CDS brand melatonin, don't f with it, okay?
Why?
It's crazy, so strong. But you know what's even stronger?
What?
Sugar Bear Hair Sleep Gummies on Amazon, okay? I know you haven't heard that brand in a while. I had them laying around.
Yeah,
The
but
serving
they-
size is 2 gummies, okay? 2 gummies. I can just rip the gummy bear's head off, knocked out. You want me to take 2? You want me to take 2?
But that's what they're saying. Like, there's so much variable. Like,
Between brands?
no, between each gummy. Like, one gummy can have like fucking 10 times the melatonin than the next gummy. So you never know what you're getting.
Bro, big mistake. Everybody knows that the weirdest, most stupidest dreams happen when you take melatonin. So I have no idea what I was thinking. Now, I was listening to one of your podcasts when I fell asleep.
Oof.
Which is why I think I had this terrifying dream. It started off normal. I had seen you and Dan, don't tell me I'm gonna die, walking off a store, and I ran over to say hi, and you guys were so nice and gave me hugs and took pictures, but for some bizarre reason, you asked me if I wanted to film a video with you guys since you were going back to your house anyways, and you would love a special guest. LOL. I mean, of course I said yes, like free delicious food. So we arrive at your house, and for some reason it was a tiny broken down cabin in the woods, and you sit me down and tell me while you set up the
like
camera.
our intro, your intro, the cabin in the woods. It all makes sense.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about that, but it seems like they don't realize why they went to a cabin in the woods.
You set up the camera, and Steph is gonna set the food on the table, and I'm like, okay, cool. It was not cool. Okay, everything was not cool. I felt like something was horribly wrong, and that I should get out as soon as I'm left alone, but I had no idea why I felt this way until I did. Steph comes out with huge trays of delicious smelling food, but he didn't have his panda mask on. And since we don't know what he looks like, his face was just all wrong. His eyes weren't even, and one eyeball seemed to be bulging out of the socket. He had no nose, but his mouth was cracked and bloody and too wide for his face. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I think the worst part was he was wearing a bright neon green shirt that read, I paused my game to be here.
Oof.
I paused my game to be here.
It's like a video game shirt.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't ever think I screamed that loud in a dream. It was the shirt that got her, okay?
Like what? Okay, so I mean that's fine. It's like a cringy nerd culture shirt, but like why would that make you go mad outside of the fact, like over the fact of his face? Like his face didn't do it to you. The shirt, the stupid nerd shirt did it.
I could feel myself slipping in and out of my dream, but I swear I could very clearly hear Steffiante ask, what's her problem?
Oh, that's accurate too, huh?
Anyways, I managed to wake myself up and vowed to never take a melatonin-induced nap after being fat ever again. I love you, bye.
That wasn't really that bad.
Oh man, honey, please
That was
apologize.
fine.
Yeah, what's your problem?
Honey, apologize.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, sorry. I don't even know what to say to that one. I swear these melatonin gummies are so insane. And you know what? This guy gaslights me. I've been meaning to talk about this. This motherfucker has been gaslighting me, and I know he's been gaslighting me. We just learn a word and we throw it around. We run with it, okay? So this guy, he wakes up every day and he goes, oh, I saved you in my dream. I don't think you ever saved me in your dream.
I
think you're
do.
just saying this shit to...
Bro.
What?
So exhausting. All I do is saving you, looking for you, hunting you down. Like,
Hunting me down? Why would you be hunting?
Yeah, because you're always off somewhere. And I'm like, where's Stephanie? Where's Stephanie? Where's Stephanie?
Guys,
Well, so exhausting.
if you ever catch us in a busy place, okay, Tiffany had mentioned this.
Is this the male version of the female thing I said the other day? In the last confession video where we were talking about the woman who said she still screws this guy that she hates in her mind, but she still screws him in her mind for some reason because he's just so hot, and talk about how is that considered cheating, especially if she's somehow able to lucid dream and do that on command whenever she wants to. Is that cheating if you dream cheat? But I was saying that the stereotypical female thing to do is to have a dream of your boyfriend cheating on you, wake up and then beat your boyfriend for cheating, even though it happened in your dream and you know it was a dream, but you still get mad at him and beat him and whatever. Is this the male equivalent of that? Just the opposite spectrum of like, hey, I'm constantly having to put in so much effort in my dreams to save you from yourself or whatever's going on. Is this the opposite of that? It's like, God, I have to keep saving you every single night. To the, why do you keep cheating on me in my dreams? Question mark.
It kind of looks like we're in an abusive relationship, and she mentioned this because she was like, hey guys, like you guys look really weird in public together. It's because I love to wander, and I wander and then I start getting panicked that I don't know where anybody is. So now he has this habit of constantly grabbing my arm and pulling me back and pulling me back. And Tiffany was like, you guys, like, I don't think it looks like you shouldn't do that in public. People are gonna think things.
What do you mean? What did I do?
Just constantly like,
Oh,
yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
Just put like a leash on Stephanie, right? One of those child leashes? Question mark. Little red swirly leashes. Those are old. Like I have one of those because I think maybe they might have used one on me when I was a kid. I don't know. But you know the little harnesses, animal harnesses, put on the back of kids and just leash them so they don't run away. Ethics of that, whatever. Like we're not getting into ethics of that because I know some people think that's child abuse. Some people don't care. I'm not saying either way. Where this is just for the joke, the sake of the joke, right? Like, just harness Stephanie to a leash, right? Problem solved.
on the off chance that I do slip away, I just see him, honey, through Target, honey, through the aisles.
But then sometimes I'm like, man, some other girls will be like, yes.
And I'm gonna be like, who's that, honey? Huh? Who's that? You care to explain yourself? It's not what it looks like. I don't even know her. I don't f***ing believe you. Last one. Pretty sure.
Okay, so this one is finally gonna be the title, but yeah. You can just put her on like a kitty harness, or if you're into that, if they're actually into that kinky stuff, just, you know, spiked collar with a dog loop on the front of it, chain to that, and just have her leashed like that, like a dog. If you're into that BDSM stuff, like, there you go. You're welcome.
My sister friend and I ran into a scam of some sort, or attempted kidnapping. We were out shopping. We live in an area that.
Because they're their sister, so there's a woman then.
Pretty sure my sister friend and I ran into a scam of some sort, or attempted kidnapping. We were out shopping. We live in an area that is close to a bunch of major highways and close to a border. We get a lot of people traveling and also coming into our city to shop, which makes our city an area that sex trafficking and drug trafficking happens a lot. So we're out shopping. We each have our own styles, so we spread out for a few rows and racks. And as soon as my friend looked alone for a few minutes, a woman approached her asking for help. My friend, let's call her Sam, told her, I don't work here, lol. The woman then told her she's scared and her husband left her and that a strange man is following her. Sam brought this woman over to my sister and I rejoined the group. I've been
Yeah, because it's like, okay, like, why are you asking children to help you instead of like adults?
approached by girls and women that were alone in public or separated from their group and felt unsafe. And every time they go along with the whole, oh, pretend you're a part of the group with my friend thing, you know, this woman refused. She couldn't keep her story straight on a bunch of things. I was trying to calm her down. She kept getting more and more anxious the more safe.
I think it's the location, right? We're saying this is a place that's a trafficking area, so that's why this is just something that would happen normally, right? Is someone trying to integrate into your group to try to get away from traffickers. So it's a nuanced setting, I guess is how you would say it. So it's not like a normal setting. We're in a specifically traffic-heavy setting. Thus, this is normal.
She got all worked up and started panicking and pointing to the man that she said was following her, which, you know, he was acting weird and watching her, so it was plausible and weird in the moment. But like wrong, right? And when I told her she's safe and we're gonna tell the manager or the store staff, she again got more worked up about my sister. And when my sister approached the manager, feigning asking for a price check on a skirt, but really to clue them in on the man following her.
A woman feels like she was being stalked or something.
Yeah, and then the sister went to go ask the worker like the price of something, or like, oh, I'm gonna go ask the price for this. But she was going over there to be like, that woman is, you know, saying all these things.
Yeah.
And then this woman starts getting more freaked out. I regularly have anxiety and or panic attacks, so when she started to hyperventilate, I stepped in front of her to get in her line of sight and try to instruct her to look at me and to breathe and follow along. She immediately looked annoyed and got her breathing back to normal and starts trying to see around me to see the man again. I broke her line of sight and she corrected it. Red flag. Trying to calm her down off and on, I tried to make conversation. I asked about her husband since she had mentioned he left. When she was frazzled and I asked, she started to point at the man who was a stranger and following her, and then she got hysterical. I asked, what about you and your husband? Like, what were you guys in the area for? And she said date night, but that's all ruined. Okay, that's a weird response. I asked if they were there for shopping and she said no, even though she was literally in a store. I asked where they were gonna be having dinner and she didn't give an answer. Once the staff was told, she tried to ditch us. I'm dumb, and since we told her we would stay with her, I followed her and told her, let's head to the changing room so I can try some of this on, still pretending that she's part of our group. The manager was near the changing room and was in view of Sam and my sister, and she refused. She ignored me and kept walking. She set up shop in the furniture section of the store, and the man following her set up shop across the store in a straight line from her with perfect line of sight. I stood in between, breaking that line of sight, and she asked me to move, saying that she wants to see him. I told her that I was purposely blocking his view of her, and about a minute later, he walked away. He moved to following and creeping on a group of teenage girls also across the store from us, but with a direct line of sight to the woman again. So all throughout, there were several red flags and just an unsettling feeling. Afterwards, we were talking through some of the details, and it just didn't add up. We're pretty sure we ran into some sort of, someone who was addicted, or dealing with addiction, some physical signs with teeth, and was covering her arms with a jacket in the summer, and maybe she was approached to make a quick buck. She was supposed to get someone alone, get them to help her, and stay with her until her husband gets back to pick her up. But she messed up when she approached Sam, who was not alone. She extra messed up because we alerted the store staff. So her date night plans were ruined because she didn't get Sam to go out and get jumped into the parking lot. Not sure if it would have been for money or theft or trafficking, but it's pretty scary to think about.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was like just sitting, just listening to that story. It's like, yeah, it was not the kind of story that I was thinking of. I just thought it would be like, oh, you know, standard one-on-one person tries to, or woman tries to do something with a boy, but no, this is just like even further hardcore than that, just like actual traffickers or I don't know, gang members. Like what they wouldn't do if not traffic somebody. We're gonna rob a child for like what, $2? So it can only just be trafficking, right?
Holy.
Yeah. But it's crazy.
That is terrifying.
You can't open doors anymore when your doorbell rings. You can't fucking help people out when they're lost. It's kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
Because these people are like so sick and they know exactly what a lot of women will want to do, which is help another woman when they're in a scary position. And that's like dangerous on so many levels, because especially if a woman is actually in danger, women are now more skeptical to help.
Wow.
Yeah, why didn't she approach store staff? That would have been my first red flag. Because it's a stranger. Like, I would
Sure.
understand more if it was her partner that was the one that was abusive that she's trying to get away from. Maybe talking to store staff is a bit more like out there. Actually, well, talking to a stranger is pretty out there. Store
Yeah.
staff, you could say, "Oh, I'm asking for something."
Yeah.
But if it's a complete stranger, why don't you just ask the store staff to call the police or something?
Yeah.
Definitely sketchy. So many sketchy things. I don't even know what to believe anymore. Because there was a whole TikTok that was going around of how they put like a smear something on your front license, like windshield. And then when you start driving, it's like a piece of paper. It comes up and it covers. So they want you to stop and then take it off. But as you're getting out, they'll like snatch you.
What the hell?
I don't know if it's true.
What the?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stuff like this was 2 years ago, so there's a lot of things online to be like, hey, don't do this if you see this, and if you see someone with their lights off behind you, you better be careful. They're gonna come kill you or something. You know, a lot of that stuff was going around for a few years. I feel like back in the day
You know what my solution
online.
is? Just never leave this house, okay?
Yeah, just don't leave.
It's like a running joke.
Just stay home. Just don't leave. Like, why are you gonna go out? You don't have to go out. You can have food delivered to you. Have someone else bring the food to you. Order whatever you want off Amazon. Work at home. Like, why would you leave home? Just don't leave home. Just stay home. Then no one can hurt you.
In my family, they're like, you need to get outside, okay? You need to.
With their freaking
No.
face filter.
Yeah. So I go outside. I just like do walks.
Once a month. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what are your thoughts?
Once a month
Leave in
is-
the comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to check out SeatGeek and let me know if you guys.
That was that video. That was pretty okay. I mean, I've already forgotten everything that we've already gone over, right? We also have the gross stuff because we can't go out without the gross stuff, the grooming stuff. So grooming stuff, gross stuff, kidnapping, and whatnot. So that was that video for today. I don't think I'm going to have anything else to say for this one. This, of course, is what, number 201 for the R.A.D video series. So we're over 200 now. Question mark. Here's to another 99 up to 300. Maybe we'll hit 300. I think we should be able to hit 300 before the year's over. It should be like 400, right? Because it's every other day. So, well, we should be close to 400, but not quite 400, unless I start doing multiple a day. Not multiple a day, but like one every day. Since we're only going to have like an extra 100 something for the rest of the year if I just keep doing it every other day. So yeah, we'll see if we'll hit 400 videos in the R.A.D series before the year's over. Yeah, that is going to be it for today, I believe. Don't have anything else to say other than, go watch the Daily Node. I'm begging you. I'm going to be very upset with you if you don't go watch the Daily Node. I'm going to know if you didn't watch it either, so go watch that. I'm watching you. Watch it. Yeah, and if you don't watch it, I'm going to know. I'm going to be very upset with you. Question mark. Yeah, Kyuuties, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers. I think about becoming a member. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we're working on watch time and subscribers. And don't forget we have a throne now as well. And shout out to the members. EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. Yeah, Kyuuties, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, hype, and comment. You know the do. See ya.